Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Melissa, and I'm here to lead you through chair yoga. We're going to practice together for 30 minutes today. As we go through class, just a reminder to listen to your body. If any stretches don't work for you, please skip them, come on out and modify. Not every pose works for every person, so listen to your body as we go through class. Things that you'll need for class today is you'll want to have a chair. So a chair that's at your desk is perfect. If your chair has wheels and you can lock them, you may want to do that just so you don't roll around too much. But if you can't do that, that's not a problem at all. So as we go through class today, we will work on the full body. So we're going to hit all of those areas of calm and complete throughout the workday. And I would definitely like to take a little extra time and focus on our hips and on our legs. So if you find that you sit a lot through the day, you might feel that the feet get very fatigued, the legs get very fatigued, maybe the hips get really tight. So this practice will be really great for just getting the circulation, blood flowing, revitalizing the full body and the mind. One of my favorite things about this class is the stretches that we'll be working with today. You can easily incorporate them into your workday. So if you know that you tend to hold tension in a particular area, try to remember those stretches, because even if you have a minute or a half a minute, you could definitely do these and it can bring your mind and your body a lot of relief. So we're going to start in seated centering, and this is a nice opportunity just to release the day so far, to connect to your body and your breath and the present moment, bring in a little mindfulness. So to start, we're going to come to the edge of the seat. And what that will do is just help to elongate the spine. Sometimes when we sit back into our chair, we have a tendency to slouch and not have the best posture. So we'll have our spine a little bit straighter and longer, and it also helps to engage the core as well. So although we're just sitting here, we're building that core strength. You'll want to take a peek down. We'll have 90-degree angle in the legs. So we'll have our heels in line with knees in line with hips. If you can adjust your seat up and down, maybe lower or lift, just so that you do have that alignment of hips in line with knees. We are going to also want to feel that our shoulders are over our hips. So sometimes I imagine that I was sitting against a wall, even though I'm sitting at the edge of the chair. We'll have a neutral chin and really lengthen the back of the neck. So imagine reaching and stretching through the crown of the head. And let's just take some time here to connect to your breath. So connect to the rise and the fall of the breath. And then lengthening as you inhale and lengthening as you exhale. And then maybe encouraging your exhale to be a little bit longer than the inhale. And if you can, try to be very mindful of inhaling and exhaling through your nose. So breathing in and out through the nose helps to keep the mind and the body calm, relaxed, and at ease. So even if a stretch is intense, our natural tendency will be to mouth breathe, but try to close the mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. It's always really nice to have an intention, have a small goal, a desire for the class. And this could be anything. So this could be 30 minutes for you to relax, to give back to yourself if you feel that you give so much to others and so many responsibilities through the day. Maybe you have a bit of tension in your body, and through the practice, you just love for that to dissipate. Let's take a moment here to work with the neck. So we'll start by gently drawing the chin into the chest and just letting the head hang heavy here. So letting your head hang heavy like a weight. Right ear. We'll roll to the right shoulder. So we're going to bring that into a neck stretch. Let's bring ourselves back through to center. Take your chin to your chest. And then releasing your head to the other side. And then we'll come back through to center. We can take our chin to our chest. And then circling the head here. So maybe find large circles and maybe find smaller circles. Now, as you're circling, just try to become aware of your neck and your body. Notice how your neck feels, how your body feels. This might feel very smooth and very easy and even. There might be resistance. Maybe if you hold tension in your neck, maybe there's spots that feel a little tense and then spots that feel a bit more open. And release. Let's go in the other direction. So I really love these neck circles. I find that I do them very often. Sometimes I wake up, I know that I slept a little funny and my neck is a little cranky, and just doing this for 20 seconds, 30 seconds brings so much relief and just really sets me up for a great day. Also, if I find that I've been not sitting with the best posture, I've been at the computer for quite some time, maybe holding the phone and just letting my head hang and just scrolling, I'll definitely notice that my neck becomes tense. And just doing this gentle movement really helps to offer a nice reset. Now from this neck circle, let's create a circle through the torso. So begin to gently shift the weight around from side to side. And this is a really nice movement. So we're working with our low back, get into our mid and our upper back. And also getting into the sides of the body as well. So we just find a bit of length here and we find a bit of space here. And reverse. So we will flow in the other direction. And then as you're circling here, maybe feel your body reacting to the breath and feel your body reacting to the movements. So as you shift your weight to the right, maybe feel your left sitting bone, feel your left leg lifting up and lifting off of the ground. We're going to come back through to a neutral spine. Let's take our hands on up. We're going to draw our index and our thumb to touch. So we're going to try for some snow angels. Hands relax down. Inhale, let's reach up. Exhale, let it go. And then as you're doing this, let's let our gaze follow as well. So inhale, gaze floats up to the fingertips. Exhale, gaze down the front body. Breathe in, breathing out. Let's go one more time up and down here. Good. As the hands relax down, let's take a few shoulder rolls. We'll bring our shoulders up to the ears. Create a nice large circle. Breathe in, shoulders up, back and down. And one more time, let's inhale. And exhale. Let's put our arms out into a T position here. We're going to cross the arms. So right arm will be under, left arm will be over. Reach for opposite shoulders. Press the backs of your hands together. Arms can wrap and hands can wrap. And we'll breathe here for a moment. So staying where you're at, option to sweep the fingertips up to the sky. Maybe do a bit of a scan here of your body. Notice where you might be holding on to tension. And then letting that tension go as you exhale. Unwrap the arms. Let's sweep them out into our T position. Left arm under, right arm over. And then find the variation that works for you. Reach for shoulders, Backs of hands come together. Arms wrap and hands wrap. Staying where you're at. Hands to the sky for a little bit more. Maybe do a scan here of your body. Just noticing where you might be holding on to tension. And then letting that tension go as you exhale. We'll unwrap arms. Hands sweep up. Breathe in here. Let's bring our hands into prayer. Hands to your heart on exhale. Inhale. Let it go. Let's go 3 more times here. So take this time to move with your breath. It's really nice to drop into a meditation and motion. So just linking breath and movements. Inhale, feel yourself reaching up. Exhale, feel yourself releasing down. Hands come to the heart. Fingertips up. Arms sweep out and around. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, we'll go 3 more times here. It's always nice to circle one way and then circle the other, just so that we keep the muscles aligned. It's always really good too, the different transitions, strengthening different muscles in different ways. Good. Now on this one, let's come down to a forward fold in the exhale. So you can just do a little swan dive down to the ground. And then as you're here, we can hang out. So hands can relax down. You could reach for opposite arms underneath the body. Maybe relax your head. So it's very common to hold a lot of tension in the head and the neck. Try to relax the head, relax the neck. Let all of those muscles relax and release with each exhale. Hands can come onto the legs, core engages, and we're gonna come on up. So let's try a seated sun salutation A. So we're gonna take our inhale, let's bring our hands on up. And then on exhale, we're gonna come down into a forward fold. These are great as a warm up. We can grab onto the backs of the legs and we're gonna take a half lift. So almost like we're gonna work for either a flat back or you can try for a little back bend. And then we're gonna come on down to a fold on exhale. Take a breath in here. We're gonna rise on up, inhale. Take your hands at your hearts on your exhale. We'll breathe in deeply here. Hands reach up and stretch up. We're gonna take it down to a fold. Holding on to the backs of the legs. Let's take our halfway lift. Hold it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Good, let's go one more time. Inhale, let's breathe in. Exhale, fold it down. Hands onto the backs of the legs. Lift the spine and lengthen the spine. Come on down to a fold. We'll rise up. Take a nice full breath here. And then hands at the heart as you exhale. Great job. So for our next stretch, if you want to come back into your chair a little bit, it might make it a little bit easier. So we'll want to sit in the back of the chair and then also, again, try to keep the spine nice and straight. So we're going to take some time to work with our right leg. We are going to point and flex the foot. So we're just reaching out through the toes and then we're just pressing out through the heel. So this is really nice because it helps to create some mobility in your foot and your ankle. It can also be really nice to build a little strength. We'll definitely feel ourselves working. And also good for flexibility. Let's take a moment to pause, begin to point your foot, and then just breathe here into the stretch for the top of your foot. So we're going to inhale and exhale deeply. Begin to flex your foot, pressing out through the heel and the back of the knee. Give yourself that nice calf stretch and hamstring stretch. We also feel our quad working too, so it hits all of those big muscles. Bring yourself into circles here. So we're just going to circle out the ankle. Maybe find large circles, maybe find small circles here. And reverse. We will flow in the other direction. Good. Now from here, we're going to take our right leg up and over. We'll create a figure of four stretch. Now for this one, it might be easier if you come to the edge of your seat because it can just give you a little bit more space for the hips to open. So maybe scooch right to the edge there. And what we want to feel here is we want to feel that if we drew a line from the bottom of our foot to the outside of our leg, it would be straight. So what I mean is we don't want the leg over like this too much. Try to get it like that so that you can get the hip opening here. We don't want to cheat ourselves on this stretch. And our knee. So if you find that your knee is super high, that's okay. It just means the hips are a little tighter. So we just want to work on those hips more. We can stay here with the spine straight, and then option to come on down to fold if you would like. And as we're here, maybe close your eyes. Do a scan of your body. Bring in mindfulness into the moment. And try to relax the eyebrows. Relax the jaw. Relax the back of the head and the back of the neck. Relax the shoulders, the arms, the hands. And then relaxing the upper, mid, and low back. Relax the legs. Relax the feet. Coming up into a neutral spine here, we're going to take our hands to the sky. Nice full breath in. Releasing your hands to the right. Let's try for a twist. And then as you're twisting here on the in breath, lengthen your spine. On the out breath, allow for your twist to deepen. Bring yourself back through to center. Hands to the sky, inhale. Hands to the left, exhale. Now, as you're breathing here, see if you could take that left shoulder and then drop it back and then let your right shoulder roll forward a little bit. So almost like you can kind of spin your chest off to the left. Come back through to center. Let's bring our hands to the sky into prayer. Hands to the heart. Hold on to your chair. We're going to undo the legs. Feet come out nice and wide and begin to windshield wipe the knees to the left and to the right. So just going to swish one side and then the other side. Great. Let's come on back to our seat. We're going to press back. Left leg. Let's begin to send it out in front and begin to point and flex your foot. So as we're sitting back into our chair, it's really easy to want to round your back. So as best as you can, try to straighten your spine, try to engage your core. Also see if you can relax your shoulders from the ears. Very common for them to tense up a little bit here. And we'll begin to pause. Let's begin to point the foot. Flex your foot. Circle. And as you're circling, trying for that smooth rotation. Nice and smooth and even on all sides. Reverse. left leg. Let's bring it up and over. We'll find that figure 4 hip stretch. And you may want to scooch forward to the edge of your seat once again. Good, so we're gonna do our same setup. We're gonna have our heel, the bottom of our foot in line with the outside of the leg, and this knee, you can actually press it down if you want, or energetically try to send it down. That can give you a little bit more stretch. Sitting with your spine straight, you can come on forward into a fold if you would like here. Letting your eyes close. And trying to clear the mind of thoughts. We always have thoughts through the mind, maybe thoughts for the past, thoughts for the future. Try to release your thoughts. Bring your awareness to the breath. Bring your awareness to the present moment. Coming up, let's roll through the spine. We're gonna bring those hands up, nice full breath, find that length. Twist to the left on your exhale. This is our seated spinal twist. In Sanskrit, it's called Ardha Matsyendrasana. So as we're twisting, let's try to breathe into the twist for our front body. So we're gonna breathe into our stomach, our ribs, our chest. And then on our exhale, we will release from our chest, our ribs, and our stomach. Bring yourself back through the center, hands float up, breathe in and twist to the right, breathe out. And then as we breathe here, let's breathe into that back body twist. We want to breathe into our low back, mid back, upper back, and then releasing from the upper, mid, and low back twist. Coming back through the center, hands to the sky. Let's take a nice full breath in here. Hands come down on exhale. Releasing the hands down, maybe holding onto your chair. Feet come out nice and wide. We'll windshield wipe the knees to the right and off to the left. Great, let's come on up to standing. We'll try some standing stretches. So for standing, I would love to take a forward fold. So let's use the back of our chair on this one. So we're gonna use the back of the seat there. And what we'll do is we're gonna have our hands on the top of the chair, and then we're just gonna walk our feet back. So we'll just give ourselves a nice stretch here. And if you can, see if you can relax your head and neck. And this will almost feel like a natural traction in two directions. So we want to feel those hands pressing and reaching forward. Then we also want to feel the backs of our legs reaching and stretching back. So we're just going to try to stretch ourselves in two directions, get this really nice forward fold stretch. Good. Let's walk ourselves on up. We're going to come up to stand. You can take one shoulder roll here, take your shoulders up, back, and down. So from that forward fold, let's build on it and we'll try a balancing pose. So we're going to walk it back into a forward fold to start. And then as you're in the forward fold, let's take our right leg up and we're going to try for a warrior 3 pose. And if this is feeling easy and you wanted to invite more challenge, maybe take your hands away from the chair. So that's always an option to build on that. Now, anytime we balance, we want to find a drishti, Sanskrit for a focal point, a spot to focus on. So maybe find a little spot on the ground to focus on. Once you have that spot, don't let the eyes move at all. Just really zone in. Right foot, let's take it to meet our left. And then left foot's gonna float back. Let's try for the other side. Maybe imagining if you saw yourself from the side that you would create this capital T shape in your body. So we would want this long line from our right heel to our right hip, and then long line from left heel to the crown of the head or to the fingertips. Let's bring our left foot to meet our right foot. You can walk it on up, back through to standing. As you come on up to stand, let's take our shoulders up, back, and down. Let's take a stretch using the seat. So we'll just want to get to the other side of our chair. And for this one, I'd love to try a pose called pyramid. So this one is also called intense side stretch pose. So I find that it is just a really good stretch for almost the full body, gets into all the spots. So for this one, let's take our right foot forward and we're going to step our left foot back. And we want our left heel to be on the ground. And you can play with the distancing. So we don't want our feet to be super close, like in standing up at the top there. But we also don't want them to be too wide. So you can find what feels right for you, maybe a couple feet in between the feet. We will try to square our hips and our shoulders forward. Let's take our hands up. We're going to breathe here. And then on the exhale, we're going to come on down into a fold. And then as you're folding here, so if it is an option, say if you had wheels in the chair that were not locked or your chair could easily glide, what you can do is you can actually push your chair away from you on this one. And that might just give you a little bit more stretch, a little deeper stretch. And if you wanted to make this pose even more challenging, you could just try to bring your hands onto your leg or maybe even bring them down to the ground. So you have options to build on this one, which is really nice. Everyone can find the pose that works for them. Now, if you'd like to intensify the stretch, you can gently encourage that left hip forward a little bit. You'll feel your right hip draw back slightly. And you can also bring a little bit extra weight into your right foot, and that would just help to lift your right hip up a little bit. Let's begin to come on out. We're going to land in a forward fold. So we'll take our left foot to meet our right foot in a forward fold. We will lower the stomach, lift up through the heart, a little rounding of the back. Let's come on up to stand, full breath in. Hands at your heart on the exhale. Let's take our left foot forward, right foot back. We'll try that pyramid pose on the other side. Give our left foot forward, right foot back. Hips and shoulders are going to square forward. We'll take our hands up, nice full breath in. Hands can come down to the top of your chair, maybe onto the seat. There's that variation where you could press your chair away if that worked for you. Maybe hold onto your leg or hand comes down to the ground. And then as you're in this pose, just notice where you feel the stretch. We all experience very differently. Maybe feeling the stretch through the backs of your legs, maybe through the low back, maybe through the head, the neck. Let your head relax and release. To come out, let's step it into a forward fold. We'll just bring our right foot to meet our left foot. And we're just going to shake out the legs a little bit here. So maybe bend one knee and bend the other knee. Maybe relax your head. Yes and no. You can kind of shake out the head a little bit. Good. As you find stillness here, let's take a moment to lower the stomach, lift through the heart. We'll do a little round of the back to come on up to stand. And then draw your hands to your heart on your exhale. Thank you so much for joining today. It's so good to be here with everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this practice. Have a fantastic day. Have a wonderful weekend. I will be back on Monday. So I'll be back for yoga on the yoga mat. That's at 5:30, 45-minute all levels yoga practice at 5:30 East Coast time. So I hope that you can join me then. Take care. We'll see you soon.